Welcome back to Chronicle State of Our Schools. We have been talking about the challenges that teachers and support staff are facing right now when it comes to political conversations, the teacher shortage, when it comes to pay raises, that sort of thing. My question to you now, why would someone, amid all of this, why would someone want to become a teacher?
I'll answer that. I think it's to make a difference in a kid's life. I mean, you know, I think we all have our own personal reasons why we got an education, and mine was, you know, if I could walk away and some kid remembers me 25, 30 years ago on some small lesson or some small, you know, something I did for that child to change that child's life, I think that's the most important thing in the world. And I know there's everybody's got their own story and reasons why they got in public education, but I kind of walk away with the idea that everybody has that desire and has that, and I feel like, you know, to be a great teacher, that's where it comes from. It's to make that difference in some child's life.
People were complaining about how poor our education is and how stupid our kids are. And I'm like, somebody's got to help. I mean, I'm not going to solve the world, but I get tired of people complaining about things and not offering solutions. So I thought, I'm going to offer a solution, and that's me, and I'm going to do the best I can. So I think that's why people need to get into education. There are problems, we need help, and teachers are the #1 solution for our students.
That's interesting. You know, you're almost flipping it on its head. Instead of looking at all of these things as a deterrent, why not to get into education? You're almost looking at it as a motivation to do it.
Yeah.
That to
change the world,
fix some of these
one
problems.
kid at a time.
Yeah.
I'm a 4th generation teacher. It's kind of a family business, and then I have a son who's also a teacher. But the other part of it is I come from a family with servant hearts, and so if you have a servant heart, this is the best profession that you can make a difference every single day. You can give something different.
It goes back to what I saw my mom doing when I was growing up, and I saw that this work is valuable, and it's still valuable. And anybody teaching in Mid-Del, where we have 2nd and 3rd and 4th generation teachers who've been in Mid-Del for all that time, you know, when you see somebody that's doing work that they find valuable and you find valuable too, you want to follow in their footsteps.
I know exactly what that's like.
Yeah, I guess so.
I really do. But we are seeing fewer and fewer opting to go into teaching. That's why you all said that you are sometimes having to fight over those same applicants and the same candidates. We've seen districts offer bonuses and try to get, do those tactics, do those work?
A couple of years ago, we started the school year at about 84%. We had over 500 vacancies. And so we had to up our game a little bit and kind of compete. So we have offered stipends, retention stipends, signing stipends. COVID gets your shot and you get a stipend. I mean, we've tried to be as creative as we could be. And that does help, but we've got to continue to do work in our district on just valuing our teachers and making sure they have the basic resources that they need to be successful. So yeah, we've tried a lot of things, but we're in a different place. You know, our volume, we have 2,600 classroom teachers, and so we can be 97% staffed, but we still have a lot of vacancies to fill. So that stipend gets us closer to the finish line.
I'm sure that the numbers are a little bit different when it comes to Crescent Public Schools, Dr. Knapp, but when it comes to recruiting and maintaining and keeping teachers, what have you found valuable?
I think, you know, going back to the mentor program and just having that support, sometimes the financial incentive obviously can get people in the door, but we want them to stay and we want them to continue to have a lasting impact on the lives of our students. And, you know, modeling that, I think a lot of us have talked about the reasons we went into education, and I look back as a middle school student myself and remember my dad, you know, retiring from the Air Force and beginning to teach 8th grade English, and I thought, oh my goodness, why would he want to, you know, make that change? And just the love that he had for the students, watching them come back year after year, remembering his funny English stories, and, you know, talking about just the impact that he had on their lives, and that's what I feel like we have to continue modeling for our young generation, and so we promote that love for teaching and learning.
Chronicle State of Our Schools will be back right after this. I'm potentially looking the most forward to what we're just about to talk about.